What's up, guys? It's your boy Visionary Mind, and today we're gonna go over the brand new Pokemon Champions. Is this game worth the wait? Did it succeed in what it needs to do? We're gonna find out right now. So let's jump right to it. This is our main menu. The premise of the game is now you are a gym leader, and now you're trying to get up the ranks, a champion rank. You become a gym leader with her relative. I can't remember if it was an uncle, grandfather, whatever it is. You get tested out. You're gonna learn the tutorials of the game, and they're gonna show you how to play. This is for like beginner friendly, right? Very beginner friendly stuff. So once you go through the motions, you're basically gonna go promoted into like the gym leader now. So now you are the one who could take over this gym, and then you're gonna meet the champion or the one of the champions, which is a female in the trailer, and then the masked man who looks like a wrestler with the Inferni, he's the mayor of the town, or the city. So I'm assuming as you climb the ranks, you're gonna get more dialogue or whatever, but personally that doesn't even really matter. At the end of the day, we're here to battle and have fun doing so. So let's see how fun it is, and let's see if this thing does its job. As you see, we played a little bit. We were like 8 on the battle pass and all that stuff. So let's get to it. I know a lot of people are asking, is this game pay to win? Is this something that you should be worried about or spending money on down the line? And I would say no, not yet. And the reason why is because we need this game to continue to develop, because they're building this game out. I'm sure they've rushed this game out just to have it out, see what people are going to say, and then see what happens and adjust that way. Hopefully adjust. Nintendo lately has not been doing a very good job of it, to be honest, in my personal opinion. But this is running on a Switch. Okay, this is the Switch version. I do not own the Switch 2. But this is running on the Switch. It looks kind of smooth for a Switch game. It is what it is. Graphics, they are what they are, but battles, like the one thing I can tell you, I can guarantee you on that is really, really good about this game is the battling, which is the most important thing that is. Everything else is kind of just whatever, right? But you want it to function as you want it to function. So the major thing you're gonna do, you're gonna go into through the game, and you're gonna go to like basically you recruit your first Pokemon, and that's gonna be through here. And obviously you're gonna go here, and it's gonna tell you to meet a new lineup of Pokemon, right? You're gonna click it, you're gonna pick your Pokemon. That very first time is free of cost because you're gonna get that first Pokemon that you get to pick, and then the rest is basically randomized, and you're gonna get a random team after that, consisting of another 5, consisting your starter Pokemon. They're all evolutions. They're not pre-evolutions. There are no secondary evolutions. There's just final evolutions and whatever else they want to throw in there. And then those same Pokemon that you recruit, you can basically return them. You know, so basically you can do all that, return whichever one you want, and send it back to the garden, to the ranch. Plain and simple, right? And then collect from Pokemon Home. This is where you go and send Pokemon from Pokemon Home into the game, and then you can also send them back. The way the Pokemon Home feature works in this game is that you go through Pokemon Home. Before you go into Champions, you make sure you have the Pokemon that you want to send from any of your games that are eligible, which is basically everything that's on the Switch. You throw it in there, and even some of the older games that you do, like I had a lot of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon Mons I sent that are all in my Pokebank, so I have all those available to me, and then we can just go from there. Then what you do is you go at it, and then you go collect from home. You're gonna have a separate tab on home, which we'll show in a few. Towards the end of the video, we'll show you how that works. And then you go to collect after you have a few Pokemon in there. You're gonna connect. It says I don't have any, right? Because I already transferred. You're gonna go and you're gonna select them, and they basically pay visits. They don't stay in the game permanently, as in like you can't send them back or anything, because you can obviously send them back. These are 7 Pokemon that I transferred onto the game. Now, some moves have changed, and as you can see, one of my Pokemon I can't use Toxic for, which is a Steelix. This was from my Sword, Pokemon Sword. And so they will let you know what moves you can have, and they will change them or not change them, and the stats will adjust according to their game and their mechanics. All self-explanatory. They're just migrating it to fit into the system that they have in place for home. Oh, sorry, for Champions. So now that you get how that works, you're gonna see the box. The box is okay. It's only 30 Pokemon, so it's very, very limited. So for now, for beginners, it makes sense because you don't know what's going on. If this is your first Pokemon game, welcome. But also, you know, I feel bad because it's gonna be just a lot of this. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but this is their way of forcing you to buy the stuff later on. So this is your box. They're gonna show this big warning sign saying you can't use it. How you change it, we're gonna get to that in a second. So you have your 30 Pokemon, and you can do all types of things. You can label them. You can go from held items, which aren't many, but we click on the Pokemon here. You can go check summary. You show your moves here. You click on the move, it'll tell you what it does, and it says contact, range, single target. It tells you all of the things you need to know, which is really, really cool. And then you can change the battle name. You can change the title. You can add to favorites. You can do all types of cool little things here. You can also change the ability. Obviously, you cannot change the ability of Aegislash here. Obviously it tells you it's a visitor from Pokemon Home, so that's what they classify them as, visitors. They're not from the game itself, they're visitors. So because basically anything that's visiting can go back to home. Anything that's not, anything that comes from Champions directly cannot return back. Well, can't go into home, can't be imported into home, unfortunately. So Mr. Rhyme right here, you can see by the infinity symbol, that means it's permanent. You have the choices to make them permanent, or you can just borrow them rent them for 7 days. You can do all that types of stuff, but you will see meet their logos. They have logos for those things. I don't have any rental Pokemon. I just have permanents. And like I said, all these guys right here were just basically given to me. This was given to you for launch when you download the game, and then this was apologized because people were very upset with this game. For a lot of reasons, but this was from a code. You just had to type in champion. That's all you had to do to get this Machamp, which is pretty good. Honestly, it's solid. Has all the moves you would typically give it anyways, especially for like a singles a battle. I chose Gardevoir, and then I found out Gardevoir has Vacuum Wave. I don't even remember if it had to learn it. And then we were given all these types of things here. Imported the Necrofin, as you can see by the symbol. We have the Palafin, we have the Pinsir, we have the Absol, Roserade, Lopunny, Felix, Aegislash, and all these other guys here, basically. And then you basically go here, you press X, and you go to your different types of items that they have available, and the ones that I have currently, they do cost 3p, and some of them are a little pricey. So we don't need all of them because honestly, the items that you have are kind of trash, to be honest. I just bought the ones that you really need. So that's what matters. I got the ones that really matter right now at this point in time. So we have the white herb. They'll tell you that these are stat boosters, the power boosters. So this will be like your choice band. This would be like your choice specs. This would be your, I don't know if this would be your power booster. Maybe it'll be like a power herb, maybe. A weakness policy will probably be here. Defense, you have these. Recovery, you have your items here. Effect extenders would be like terrain extenders, your rain extenders, your sun extenders, those type of things. Berries, Mega Stones. So you have a good chunk of Mega Stones that they give you for free. Only ones that I purchased were the Absolite and the Lopunny site, obviously because I have Absol and Lopunny. And the rest you kind of get through free from the tutorial, which we'll go through, and then other items. And then if you want to purchase more items, I think you just flat out buy them. Like I said, you just go to Frontier Shop and just buy the rest. So you have all of the held items. All this stuff is like 700, and then berries are 400. and then the rest. So I only bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 berries. If anything else you're gonna buy, I would just say buy all of these weakness berries, because these basically like help you out a little bit here. Everything else is just like held items to boost. Like these are absolutely like no one uses this stuff. Maybe like a silk scarf, and maybe like yeah, nothing else honestly. It's probably just a silk scarf for certain Pokemon. You know, you can use that for like a low punny, like a normal low punny. And then you have your Mega Stones, which are 2,000, which is a little pricey. You know what I mean? It's a little pricey. Once you do all the tutorials and everything, you're gonna end up at around 20,000 as well. I've spent and I've played a little bit here and there, so it's pretty expensive. As you can see, there's a lot of them, but not every single Megas in this game. Very limited amount of Megas are in this game, so just be mindful of that. They don't have every single one, but they have a good amount. And then clothing, all this other stuff. Me personally, I don't care for it. Way too expensive anyways, like 5,000 for a throwing pose. Like, come on, like that is 5,000. I mean, really? Yeah, this isn't the best use of money in my opinion. Very expensive. Okay, now I think before we get to the training and everything else, let's go to this battle pass. I just want to show you because I want you guys to know what you guys are looking into right now. So when you come to the battle pass, obviously this has a lock, so you're not going to be able to have access to it until you buy the premium. But the logo, as you can see, is at the bottom on the top right, oh sorry, top left of the icon. So you have the Emboar. This Emboar, you unlock an Emboar, you're going to unlock its Mega Stone, you're gonna unlock trainer icon and all this good stuff, right? In the meantime, you're gonna use something like quick coupons. If you are familiar with like Pocket or TCG Pocket, then think of it as like when you're trying to rush the time, like the rush to 24 hours to open another pack. That's basically what this does. But the thing is, when you keep using it, it keeps going up, the amount that you need to spend. A teammate ticket is basically a permanent way of, without spending your victory points, you can spend a ticket to make them permanent, whatever Pokemon that you get from the ranch. Training ticket, I believe it's, I don't know what the training ticket is, but obviously it has to do with your training. Maybe it counts whatever for something. Like you don't have to spend BP or something like that. Probably similar to like a teammate ticket. And then you have for Alligator, obviously you're gonna unlock all their stuff, and basically that's what you're unlocking, like little hairstyles here and there, some shoes and whatever. Honestly, this battle pass is not worth it, but they do give you Meganium free. As you can see, you do get a Meganium, and then in the end it's probably worth it because you're gonna get all this VP for completing it up to about 50. Yeah, so 50 is max. If you're winning and you just constantly playing, you're gonna get up there. Like it's not that hard, but it is, you do have to pay. It's $10, not that bad if you just care about the battle pass stuff, which I'm okay with. I can support the battle pass stuff. But then it's like when you have too many Pokemon, what are you gonna do with all those Pokemon? Right? That's the biggest thing. It's like when you have too many, especially if you're just like a new player and you don't have no previous games or Pokemon Bank and you can't transfer these Pokemon, where do they go after you have your 30? You know, so that is the biggest question that I don't know they have the answer to, or many people have the answer to. If you do, I would like to know, you know, in the comments down below. And just like any other game, they have the missions that you can do. So daily missions, we kind of did everything already. Very simple. Weekly missions, we're almost there. I need to use some electric types apparently, or use electric moves. Starter missions, just do regular stuff here. Membership passes, when you get the pass, you do all of these things that you get extra, basically extra tickets that you can use to claim. So before we get to training, I just want to like reiterate something. This game is not pay to win in a sense that you need to buy money to get Pokemon. No. Spend money to buy Pokemon. No. It's how many Pokemon that you want to have in this game in terms of storage, because as you can see, this is a battle game, right? This is a battle simulator. We want to be able to have the Pokemon that we want, the amount of Pokemon that we want at the ready, and not have to sort of like go through the hoops and hoopla of the recruiting, of moving them back and forth, which I would say is very, very easy and not too much of a hassle. But there are going to be times where I'm sure a lot of patience will be just tested, and I think that's what it is. It's a battle of attrition. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Some people will not mind, some people would. I personally will probably be annoyed at some point. Right now it's whatever, but at some point I will, especially if we're getting more and more Pokemon in the game, because there's less than like 200 Pokemon in this game. And disclaimer, guys, this pissed me off. There's no 6-on-6. It's just straight 3-on-3 if you're doing singles. No 6-on-6, which is absolutely insane that they thought that was a good idea. Whoever thought that was a good idea, you're an idiot. Sorry, I have to say it. That's the dumbest thing you could do. Pokemon is a game that we play the game throughout our journey in the story itself, and it ends up being 6-on-6. Pokemon League is 6-on-6. It's not 3-on-3. Okay, we're playing with a full team of 6. What is the whole point of giving us 6 Pokemon to start the game if we're only going to use 3 of them? It just makes no sense to me. Okay, so the fact there's no 6-on-6 is embarrassing. Okay, so I just want to let that out there. There's no 6-on-6. So until they add it later on, which I hope they do, not even in custom games, not even in custom matches, you cannot even have it. It's not even an option. It's all about VGC, which honestly, I'm not even a fan of VGC, to be honest. VGC is very predictable. Everyone does the same crap. It's not even fun. Let's just put it that way. I'm just being flat out serious. It is absolutely atrocious. Okay, so as you see, you go Pokemon training, and you can basically just fix whoever you want, right? So let's just go Mr. Rhyme. This is a Pokemon that I got from the game. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna take this out, and then we're gonna move it elsewhere. We're gonna move it to HP. And look how much it costs to switch those points over. So essentially it can cost you a lot if you're trying to, like, you know, if you're trying to make adjustments to Pokemon, it can cost a pretty penny, right? And you look like, so if we do the math here, let's just keep it for math, because this is something that I haven't done yet. I was waiting till this exact point during the day. So that was 160 VP, right? So that's just for one maxed out slot. So imagine that's 320. And then if you want to change a move, let's say you want to change a move to something, it's going to cost you 250. So that's already 250 for each move if you have to change everyone's move. And then nature, 500. Okay, ability, 500. So you're looking at almost 3,000 VP to fully fix a Pokemon that will give you random stats. They're not even like that good, right? So you're just getting whatever the hell they want to give you. So it's gonna cost you a pretty penny to change a Pokemon fully. Especially for like new players, that kind of sucks. So I would just say, if you have Pokemon Bank, for all of you guys who have all the other games, use Pokemon Bank. That is half the battle. Fix your Pokemon in those games first. Like Scarlet and Violet is a perfect game to fix all these Pokemon. Just get a bunch of mints and all the things that you need, EV train them, and send them over here with the nature that you want and the ability that you want, and that's half the battle. That is like all you need to worry about. And make sure that the moves are legible, and you know, they're usable, and you'll be okay. You can share your battle teams, you can build teams using team IDs, all this type of stuff. That is great and dandy. So that's pretty much the gist of the game, okay? Now, let's do the fun part. The actual fun part is the battle. So you have ranked, casual, private, online competitions, and battle data. Online competitions is basically doubles battle. At least this current one is double battle. So if you're into double battles, go ahead and do that. I haven't done it yet because I don't really have a doubles team. Like I said, it is what it is. We have ranked battles. There's not much data going on. You'll have data for like Pokemon, but not really trainers right now. So you got Primarina. These are the moves that they're using, so which is really good. I do like this. It's showing you what they're using in most of the builds, their teammates, and how they're playing. Held items, teammates, stat alignment. So they're having a lot of modest and bold stat points. It's mainly just health and special defense. Sorry, special attack. Their abilities are running Torrid, not Liquid Voice. So it's very, I do like this. It's very comprehensive. It's very to the point, and it's just showing you like some of the top used Pokemon and what they do, right? So I didn't even know you can use Mimikyu, so I'll probably transfer my Mimikyu over. This is just for singles battles, right? So it shows my recent battles. Let's see what they show. It doesn't show anything. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot you can do here in terms of like looking at what other people are using and how to go about it, and you can spectate and do all that good stuff. So you can make a room, but you only can make this room with these following rules. You cannot change it, and there is only mega evolutions. Okay, only mega evolutions as of right now. Casual battles, another disclaimer, you do not get VP through casual battles. So you have to go through rank to get VP. And every win nets you 300 victory points. And you do get points when you lose too. So that is a positive. You get around anywhere from like 120 to like 140. Is kind of where I was getting. So at least you're getting something. That's kind of how I was able to get up there. So I'm still in Pokeball tiers because, like I said, I haven't really been playing as much, but I have played enough to know what this game needs. So let's run a game just so you guys can see the experience. It's really, really cool. This is the best part of the game, but it just sucks that it's just hindered by all the limitations of the game. No 6-on-6 is such a blow. Because you're gonna see all these teams. Like this is literally the same team that I started with. That team is literally what I started with. Let's do this. Let's do that. I literally started with that exact same team. Like the battle is so cool. Like this part I really do enjoy. It's very fast paced because it's 3-on-3, but I just feel like overall it's just faster. The animations are top notch. They're really cool. I like what they really like emphasize the moves here. I'm probably gonna get moon blasted right now. Oh, thank God. Okay. Got that crit. Let's go. So when I transferred this Pokemon, this Absol, it had pressure. I changed it to Super Luck, gave it the scope lens, and now it's like super high crit chances. So that's kind of what we're doing. Another crit. Look at that. We're getting crazy crits. So Absol with the super luck and the crit chances is crazy. But as you see, like the game is beautiful. Like in terms of like the battles looks really good. Like it really makes it feel like awesome. I just hope down the line they change like certain settings and add more arenas and stuff like that. So that would be really cool. It could be in the same stadium, but just change up the backgrounds and things of that nature. But this looks like it might be a sweep here. We got another crit, yeah. Absolute just doing his thing. And they have a lot of music. They have themes from like almost every generation, so it's really, really cool. We have a lot of nostalgia. Guys, I think that was like 6 crits in a row, which is insane. Super luck and scope lens. Absolute. So that's a thing. And then you got like these little badges and stuff like that. So just to show you, Alan, and so it takes about 3 or 4 wins to go up. So you can see we get VP about 300. We were like at 86, so we went up almost half. 14, so we got like maybe 60 something points there on the battle pass. And you can continue, reload, you can edit your team, or you can just quit. So we're gonna quit. That was a quick, nice example of the battling, which is really cool. And then you just claim all. Get another ticket here. Quick coupon. And they have like an icon on it, so you could, you know, make it faster and stuff like that. Any rewards that you get, you go to your mailbox. You open it out. This one, it was from what you get, the Dragonite and a 100 quick tokens or quick coupons. And then when you enter the code, again, champion, which will be with a 1 and a 0, you get them a champ. Okay, so the game is like, it has a lot of cool things about it. Honestly, it really does. But there's a lot of flaws. It's such an incomplete game. There's only Mega Evolutions, so no Z moves, no terrestrializations, no G maxing, no what's the other one that I'm missing? Missing another one. There's no any of those things, just Megas. So we have to wait. And there's only less than 200 Pokemon. It's just as the roster gets bigger, how annoying will it be? How overwhelming will it be? It really depends on how they go about it. But I would just say, just utilize the Pokebank. You know, utilize Pokemon Home and just go there and just do it from there. It's really quick and easy. Like if you want to return somebody, like let's say I want to return the Steelix, since I can't use it, I could change its move, or I can just take it to the other game and just give it another move there. I just go there and send it back. Right? It'll just whatever. You know, it'll send it there, and that's it. And then if I want to collect it, I have to go back into home, which is annoying. I have to go back home and then put it back into it. That way I could collect it from there, because now it goes back into it and then I can't register until I put it back into Champions from home, which is why that's annoying, because you will have to get out of the game completely to do that, which is a negative in my mind. So that's a big drawback right there, because once you transfer back, now you have to go back to home and then transfer back here. So just to kind of like wrap it up, the game is really cool. It's fun when you play it, but outside of that, there's like really limited things, and it's really forcing you to play the games that they want you to play, and I don't like being forced to do anything. And I'm sure you guys don't like to do that either. So also, this is where you kind of get the tutorials here. So it's like you're kind of just doing all these things. They give you 10,000 VP. You get all the Mega Stones here. So if you complete this one, it's basically showing you how to Mega Form, Mega Evolve, and then hit a move. And that's the tutorial. It's very quick. It's not even like a full tutorial. But you get all of these. So you get the Garchomp, Beedrill, Gyarados, Helix, Heracross, Agron, Manectric, and Obama site, right? So that's it. Pretty simple. It's very, very beginner friendly. But if you're a beginner, if this is your first time playing Pokemon or anything like this, like, unfortunately, like, you're gonna be very, very limited. But it's gonna be fun for now because you're gonna just learn the game. But for people like me and many others who have played this for years, especially 6v6, it kind of sucks for us. But I think that as long as the game continues to grow, and this is very beginning, another season is coming in a month, so I'm assuming more things will come out and more Pokemon hopefully will be available. It just really sucks that it's very limited right now. As you can see, there's only the Mega Stone and the Omni Ring that's supposed to have like everything. So we'll see. We see that evolution, and hopefully, you know, they do right by the community and hear the cries and hear the anger that people have. Otherwise, the game is like, you know, the game, it is what it is. If you have other games prior to this, like if you have ZA, which I don't have, if you have ZA, Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield, and all of the other ones prior to that, especially if you have like, if you don't have some of the older ones like the 3DS games, I highly advise you to get it. Get one. All you need, literally, all you need is an Ultra Sun or an Ultra Moon. Beat the game. Buy yourself a thing to put more things in your game and make them nice and juicy and legal, and then put them all into home, and then you have all the Pokemon that you need for this game, and you're prepared. Okay, that's all you need. You didn't hear from me. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's all you need. Okay, I'm being 100 with you. And the good thing about it is you don't need to buy anything in this game, because all those things that are in the battle pass are in the shop. The Meganiumite, all those Pokemon that you saw in there, all those stuff, like they're in the shop. Not the Pokemon, but all the items for it, which is the most important. And we're missing tons of items. Obviously, we're gonna get more stuff as we get rolling in the coming months. But as of right now, it's something, right? So look forward to that. And just honestly, just enjoy, just have some fun. If you want to do some quick battles, just have some fun. You see how quick it is, how easy it is. Just don't do casual because you're not going to get VPs, but just enjoy it. Okay, so if you guys love this type of stuff, I would love to keep doing it. Make sure you let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, thumbs up it, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until then, this is guys.